Namaste, everyone. I welcome you all on behalf of Prayas Theosophical Lodge to the study session on Surrender to What Is. And the speaker for the day is Brother Snehith. So, before starting the session, let us invoke the universal invocation followed by silence. O hidden life, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. O hidden love, embracing all in oneness. May each who feels himself as one with thee know he is also one with every other. Come back, everyone, and thank you for joining. So, our speaker for the day is Brother Snehith, who is a fourth generation theosophist and a member of Bangalore Lodge, Karnataka. He has a keen interest in nature and astronomy. He is an avid traveler, a great photographer, and a great chess player. So let us all welcome him for today's session. Over to you, Brother Snehith.
Thank you, Kritika. I hope everybody are doing good. I know it's a Sunday afternoon. I won't take this lecture very long. You guys can have your Sunday as you are expected. So let me just quickly start off. So my topic for today is surrender to what is. So I just want to start with a simple quote. The greatest battle is not between you and the world. It's between reality and your resistance to reality. So good afternoon, everyone. I just want to begin with a simple question. Have you ever found yourself saying, this shouldn't have happened? Why me? If only things had gone according to my plan. Let's take some easy examples. Maybe it was your exam result. Maybe someone you loved misunderstood you. Maybe it's your career didn't unfold the way you imagined it. Maybe your family expects something different from what your heart longs for. Or perhaps whatever the world is thinking about you. What does it actually feel? Do you feel you got lost? How does it feel? Probably we can take a moment to realize, okay, this is how it is. And then we can continue. If we have reflected on what we have discussed right now, so everyone at some point of time would always think, okay, probably we could have done something better. We could have something done differently. We could have let it go. It can also be a part of suffering. So what if suffering is not always created by what happens, but our resistance to what has already happened? We always think about doing things the way we want it. And sometimes once you know that, okay, if you can't do it, you'll perhaps let it go. We always need to start seeking outside what we do from a daily basis. Probably you will get an answer because of that. There is nothing perfect. We always look at an imperfect world and then try to make it perfect. That's exactly what the spiritual journey becomes. So let's continue. Okay. How can I discover truth? If I fight this reality, if I resist every experience that is coming to me, how can I become who I am meant to be? So the simple fact, the topic is surrender to what is. What does surrender really mean? The word surrender often sounds uncomfortable. It sounds like defeat, like giving up, like becoming weak. Sometimes it's very easy for us to say, whatever happens, happens. But this is not the spiritual surrender. Surrender is not laziness. It's not escaping responsibility. If someone is suffering, we should serve. If the society needs change, we should act. The greatest example would be the Bhagavad Gita, where Arjuna ran away from the battlefield. Instead, it teaches him to fight from wisdom rather than the confusion. That doesn't mean he was down, he was weak, but we all know how Arjuna is, and all of us look towards him. True surrender means seeing reality exactly as it is. It's without denial, without resistance, without any psychological conflict. Let's give a very simple example. Let's not even go till Bhagavad Gita. Imagine standing in heavy rain. One person keeps shouting, "Why is it raining?" The other one opens an umbrella. Both are in the same rain. One wastes energy resisting the reality. The other uses energy responding wisely. Basically, you pass through the rain. You have your umbrella. You have found your way out. That is surrender. It's simple. This is all about daily life examples. Another example in our daily life. Let's say if a particular student has not done well in the exam, resistance says, "I'm useless. I can't study. I can't focus. This is what I can get through." Surrender says, "This happened. Now what can I learn from it?" Once you have understood that my focus is less, give more time in studying, less time on phone, automatically your score goes up. So that's exactly what you surrender for rather than resisting reality. Let's say, coming to a couple of friends, a friend ignores your message. The resistance creates stories. Maybe they don't like me. Maybe I'm not included in the social circle. All that comes to your mind. Well, a surrender simply says, "I don't know the whole picture. Maybe he's busy with something else. That's the reason why he couldn't text back. Maybe he wants more time to understand what we want to discuss about." It's very simple. This can happen with us, and this has happened with us, and we know about it. When you surrender to certain facts in our daily life, it also means that you don't know your future. Resistance becomes anxiety. Surrender becomes openness. This is the beautiful difference. So understand what this particular sentence means. I want to repeat this. Resistance becomes anxiety. Surrender becomes openness. Resistance asks, "Why is this happening to me?" Surrender asks, "What is life teaching me through this?" This is the very simple fact again. So the moment you understand what life is teaching you, or you have learned from what is happening to the existing reality of that situation, you will always come up with a way to solution this, an alternative thinking. But if you go with resistance, it's very easy to say, "Let go." Your ego kicks in, and everything from the perspective that you were supposed to think about will never happen. Let's think about it from a theosophical perspective. Theosophy teaches that within every human, there are two movements. One is the personality, the mind that fears, compares, judges, reacts, desires, ego. The other is the higher self, the quiet light of wisdom, love, and truth. But life follows a greater law, the law of karma, where karma is not a punishment, but you can always think it is education by itself. Every experience becomes an opportunity for growth. As Annie Besant beautifully explained, the soul grows through experience. Life is not against us, it is always educating us. In fact, in the feet of the master, the beginning with one essential qualification, discrimination is the ability to distinguish the real from the unreal. Ask yourself, what is reacting right now? Is it your ego or it is your higher self? If your ego is coming into existence, you're taking wrong decisions, you're hurting people, you are not able to take the right action as to what needs to be done, and you later regret. When you think about it becoming your higher self, it's very simple. You look at how you can think of an alternative solution, how we can serve, looking at the truth perspective, and trying to solutionize yourself. This single question changes everything. It's pretty much every day, everyone today thinks about, is it your ego or is it your higher self? It is up to us to decide. Okay, coming to the next thing, it means when you are on the higher self, it means letting go of selfish instance of the life must exactly happen as you want. There's a profound difference between desire and will. Desire says, I want this outcome. Will says, let me do what is right, whatever the outcome. So, like, just repeat that. Basically, how you would differentiate between desire and will. Desire says, I want this outcome. Will says, let me do what is right, whatever is the outcome. It's as simple as that. Act fully, love fully, and serve fully. Do not become imprisoned by the result. So no matter what, at the end of the day, if you have given your best at any particular time, and whatever is the outcome, don't worry about the result. So you know you have satisfied yourself, you've given your best, and at the end of the day, whatever is supposed to happen, the end result is much more confident and the outcome is good for yourself. Radha Bernier also beautifully spoke about the importance of an open and quiet mind, a mind that does not rush to judge every experience, but allows understanding to arise naturally. Surrender is not becoming passive. It is becoming available to wisdom. When the personality becomes quiet, the higher self begins to lead. So always think from an open mind, calm yourself, understand what the situation is, and proceed from that perspective. I would like to discuss about a particular example. During the youth camp, about a month ago, where all of us, most of us who were there, we went to an old age home where we wanted to do a medical camp, where 10 of us were volunteers, and there was a particular doctor who was helping us out to check their vitals, whether it could be their blood sugar, whether their weight, if they are going through something that they want. It was pretty simple to understand that these old age folks have been abandoned by their children. They don't know where to go, and to serve them, it becomes a very beautiful aspect, because the moment you go there, you understand what are their challenges. We were fortunate enough to help them out, to understand what is required, give them some of the daily requirements that they went, and then we're fortunate enough to sit with them and have food. I don't know what happens, but when I spoke to people over there, I understood their heart lightens. The atmosphere makes you think calmer. You don't become aggressive, because you're more empathetic about what is the situation and what best you can do. So that's exactly where your mind has to set the tone, setting that's how I want to serve the people. So the next time when you have a chance to serve the people, who serve animals or any particular mind, I think that is what takes you to the path of higher self. You discuss, your mind becomes calm. This is what I want to do. This is the help that I want to do. So that's how you have to go about it. That's a very beautiful moment that I spent with all those old age people. I'll remember it for a long time. I just also want to discuss about a couple of examples about how the higher self, or how do you want to go about situations. We already discussed about Arjuna, but I want to take it a little deeper into this. Let's say Arjuna is standing on the battlefield. Arjuna collapsed. His mind was confused. His emotions overwhelmed him. He wanted to escape. That's exactly what everybody would want to do if you're caught in a situation and you don't understand what needs to be done. But what exactly happened to him, and what exactly brought him that strength, is that basically he came out of that, and he waited for a moment to understand what exactly is happening to him, and he then prayed a very particular way, saying that, teach me, I am your disciple. That means to say he wants to understand how to resolve the situation. That moment, it's not the battle, but it's about the true victory, because he surrendered, and before he surrendered came before the action. It was easy for him to go aggressive, stay in the battlefield. The outcome would have different, but he stepped out. He understood what needs to be done. He came back with a plan and went inside. So what did we understand by this? It's very simple. Sometimes clarity arrives only after humility. It's okay. Sometimes you are being defeated. Sometimes your marks is less. Sometimes you've been ignored. But yes, at the end of the day, when you know you have done everything, you come back to that situation. Second example, this is a good one actually. This is regarding with Buddha. One day a man insulted Buddha continuously. Buddha listened peacefully. Finally he asked, if someone offers you a gift and you refuse to accept it, to whom does the gift belong? The man replied, to the giver, said the Buddha. The Buddha said very simply, I do not accept your anger. He did not resist. He did not retaliate. He simply remained present. This is not surrender. This is not weakness. It's just applying the situation, telling that there is something that I don't want to accept, that doesn't belong to me, and it goes back to the particular person who has suggested it. It's very simple, yes. All right. Let's take a modern story since we have been discussing about the past. Imagine a young girl preparing for her dream college. She works hard, she prays, she dreams. The results come, she fails. For months, she believes life has betrayed her. Eventually, she joins another course. There, she discovers a passion she never knew existed. Years later, she says, the worst day of my life became the turning point of my life. I'm sure some of us would have experienced this because some of us wouldn't want to join a course but had to join for some other reason. But later on, we would have understood that this is the best course for me, and that's helped in our careers and helped in our daily bread and butter. How many blessings first arrive disguised as disappointment? That's a classic example. Sometimes surrender simply means trusting that life may know something we cannot yet see. Coming to some of the ways that how we can practice surrender, I'll start with 5 simple habits first. The first one, pause before reacting. One conscious breath can prevent one unconscious reaction. Meaning to say, when something is happening, like I said, take a deep breath, calm down, understand what is the situation, react to that situation rather than not knowing and simply reacting, which can cause another reaction to itself. The second one, observe your thoughts. You're not every thought that passes through your mind. Become the observer. Sometimes it is always good to observe and then see what can be done accordingly. Third one, spend a few minutes daily in silence or meditation. This is not to escape life, not to learn about meditation, but just to get the simple clarity of what you want to do on the day-to-day basis. The fourth one, practice gratitude. Gratitude often softens resistance. It reminds us that even challenges carry hidden gifts. Finally, serve someone every day. Help someone every day. Could be your own parents, could be your friends, could be someone. However you can help, that always, when we serve, our personal problems become smaller. Our heart becomes larger. Every night, ask yourself one question. What is life trying to teach me today? That question slowly transforms suffering into wisdom. Then something beautiful happens. Seeing becomes deeper, serving becomes natural, and you becoming would be very effortless in how you want to deal day-to-day lives. I want to leave you with one final image. Imagine a river. A river does not fight every rock. It flows. Because it flows, it reaches the ocean. Many of us spend our lives arguing with reality. The river teaches another way. Just flow, not because life is easy. We begin from seeing, but true seeking requires humility. Humility flowers to surrender. From surrender arises genuine service. Because we no longer serving our ego, we are serving our life. And through such service, we slowly begin to becoming not someone new, but some radiant self that always been within. So once this meeting is over today, I hope you carry one simple question in your heart. I can't stop fighting this moment just long enough to learn from it. Because perhaps the moment we stop asking life to become different, it is the very moment life begins to transform us. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this talk. We do have some time in case if you have any questions or want to discuss something, you can go ahead.
Thank you so much, Brother Snehith.
Thank you,
It
Kritika.
was indeed a very well articulated and a very insightful talk, very deep. So I now open the forum for any questions or any discussion. If anybody wants to ask anything from Brother Snehith, you can go on. I think you have made everyone to think, and they all are busy contemplating and assimilating whatever you have told.
Or they want to enjoy their Sunday evening.
No, I don't think so. We are very serious seekers here.
Okay.
No, I would like to congratulate on the way you have shared this session. It could not have been simpler for anybody.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Anybody else wants to say anything? So I think let us all absorb the things we have learned today and sit in meditation for a minute. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukh Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you so much, Brother Snehith, again for such an insightful session. And we have great things to remember and take away from this session. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining.